What's up, YouTube? How you doing? Oh, me, I'm just making a little video for all of these people to watch. You like my backdrop? It's pronounced backdrop. It's chroma key blue. And yeah, I like it too. But it's paper thin, and I have to put another black backdrop behind it so that I can not have you see all the stuff behind it. So that's fun. Okay. Today I have a poem for you. It is by Robert W. Service, and it is the Cremation of Sam McGee. There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have secret tales that will make your blood run cold. The northern lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake LaBarge, where I cremated Sam McGee. Now, Sam McGee was from Tennessee, where the cotton blooms and blows, and why he left his home in the south to roam around the poles, God only knows. He was always cold, but the land of gold seemed to hold him like a spell, though he'd often say in his homely way that he'd sooner live in hell. We were mushing our way on Christmas Day over the Dawson Trail. Talk of the cold through the parka's fold, it stabbed like a driven nail. If our eyes we'd close, our lashes froze, till sometimes we couldn't see. And it wasn't much fun, but the only one to whimper was Sam McGee. It was then that night, in our beds packed tight, in our robes beneath the snow. Dogs were fed, and the stars o'erhead were dancing heel and toe. He turns to me and, "Cap," says he, "I'll cash in this trip, I guess. And if I do, I'm asking that you won't refuse my last request." Well, he seemed so low that I couldn't say no, and then he says with a sort of moan, "It's this cursed cold, it's got right hold and chilled me clean through to the bone. Yet tain't being dead, it's my awful dread of the icy grave that pains, so I want you to swear that foul or fair, you'll cremate my last remains." A friend in need is a thing to heed, so I swore that I wouldn't fail. And we set on at the break of dawn, but God, he looked ghastly pale. And he crouched in the sleigh, and he raved all day about his home in Tennessee. By nightfall, a corpse was all that was left of Sam McGee. There wasn't a breath in that land of death, and I hurried, horror-driven, with a corpse half hid that I couldn't get rid because of a promise given. It was lashed to the sleigh, and it seemed to say, "You'll tax your brawn and brain, but you promised true, and it's up to you to cremate those last remains." Promise made is a debt unpaid, and the trail has its own stern code. And in the days to come, though my lips were numb, in my heart how I cursed the load. In the long, long night by the lone firelight, the huskies round in a ring to howl their woes to the homeless snows. God, how I loathed that thing! Every day that quiet clay did heavy and heavier grow, and on I went, though the dogs were spent and the food was getting low. The trail was bad and I felt half mad, but I swore that I wouldn't give in, and I'd often sing to the hateful thing, and it hearkened with a grin. Till one day, I came on the marge of Lake LaBarge, and a derelict there lay. It was jammed in the ice, but I saw in a trice that it was called the Alice May. And I looked at it, and I thought a bit, and I looked at my frozen chum. "And here," said I with a sudden cry, "is my crematorium." Some planks I tore from the cabin floor, and I lit the boiler fire, and some coal I found just laying around, and I heaped the fuel higher. The furnace roared and the flames soared, such a blaze you'd seldom see, and I burrowed a hole in the glowing coal, and I stuffed in Sam McGee. Then I went for a hike, for I didn't like to hear him sizzle so. And the heavens scowled, and the huskies howled, and the winds began to blow. It was icy cold, but hot sweat rolled down my cheek, I don't know why. And a greasy smoke in an inky cloak went streaking across the sky. I don't quite know how long in the snow I wrestled with grisly fear, but the stars came out and danced about ere again I ventured near. I was sick with dread, but I bravely said, "I'll take a look inside." I guess he's cooked, and it's time I looked. And the door I opened wide, And there sat Sam, looking cool and calm amidst the furnace roar. He wore a smile you could see for a mile, and he said, "Would you please close that door? It's warm in here, and I fear you'll let in the cold and storm. Since I left Plum Tree in Tennessee, it's the first time I've been warm." There are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. The Arctic trails have secret tales that will make your blood run cold. The Northern Lights have seen queer sights, but the queerest they ever did see was the night on the marge of Lake LaBarge, where I cremated Sam McGee. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to have something equally amazing for you next week. If you have any monologues that you would love to see, if you know any actors that are local to the Albuquerque area who might enjoy doing this sort of thing together, or if you are that actor, then leave a comment, send me a message, whatever you want. I love doing monologues and stuff, so I'm actually having way more fun since I started doing this, so thank you guys so much, and have a wonderful week.